8 years ago, I was obese. Today, I'm a competitive athlete. But the most important thing to change wasn't my weight, it was my heart. Not figuratively, literally. As I got fitter, my resting heart rate dropped. That part wasn't surprising. What was surprising was that my heart started to predict the future. Whenever my resting heart rate was a few beats higher than normal for a few days in a row, and I'd ignore it and I'd keep training, I got injured or I got sick. Every single time. And I wish I could say I learned after the first time. Athletes aren't the best at listening to warning signs. But my heart knew before I did. So when I started my PhD, I asked a bigger question. Is this just a phenomenon in athletes? Or is it also present in the general population? I looked at hundreds of thousands of people from more than 75 countries, from South America all the way to South Asia, and the pattern was clear. For example, in parts of South Asia, the average resting heart rate is much higher than it is in Europe. And in South Asia itself, the burden of diabetes is among the highest in the world. And this pattern is often present long before people ever see a doctor. You see, a high resting heart rate often indicates that the body is under stress. It's fighting infection or inflammation. And so I wasn't surprised to find it also associated with worse blood sugar and a higher risk of heart disease and diabetes, according to my data. So that same quiet signal that warned me of injury is linked to disease risk across entire populations, even when we feel fine. Right now, as we speak, millions of people around the world are wearing a device like this. It measures your heart rate while you're moving, or while you're asleep, or even lying down. But for the most part, we use it to count steps, or feel guilty about not having enough steps. What if instead we use them to listen? In rich countries, we often detect diseases late, when the symptoms are already shouting at you. And in poor countries, we often don't detect it at all. But a heartbeat is universal. It's cheap, it's non-invasive, and it may already be recorded on your wrist. The future of medicine might not start in hospitals. It might start by listening to your heart.